I can't. But yeah,
Oh yeah.
I have to. The cost can't
That's
be.
right. Not everybody can.
All right, now I'm AFK.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is Mortal Kombat 11 from Low Kick Esports. I'm one of your glorious commentators, Zero Syndicate, alongside Bacon Lord. How you doing, Bacon Lord?
I'm doing great. I'm excited to watch some great Mortal Kombat play.
Yeah, me as well. It's going to be an interesting bracket here. Of course, we're here first and foremost to help out with Ignite Gaming Lounge. That's right. All of the proceeds donated to the Match Arena will be helping out to keep the Chicago local open. And honestly, I hope it does remain open as one of the hot spots for the Midwest, especially considering Red Bull Conquest events and, of course, all sorts of local events for you guys out there in Chicago. It's a super important hub for fighting games. Today we have a whole smorgasbord of fighting games going on. Of course, MK11 is what we're tuning in for right now. We also have Street Fighter 5, Guilty Gear Xrd Rev 2, Soul Calibur 6, Tekken 7, and Dragon Ball Fighters throughout the day. So there's plenty of fighting games to be checking out. So definitely tune in for those and remain entertained.
Yeah, and just going back to Ignite, I think one of the things that I love so much about the Ignite tournaments that I've been to is that it's not just the big games, right? It's not just the MK, Street Fighter. They got everything there. I know I only went to a few when I was competing because I was in school for a lot of it. The ones I did, it was packed. You had people in like just the corner of the place that are busting out all those weird anime games you've never heard of. I've seen people had brackets for games you didn't think were still alive. It's more than just a local. I think they brand themselves like FGC Meetups, which is very it's very telling for what they're doing there.
Right, absolutely. And of course, they're not only just limited to fighting games. Of course,
exactly. Oh yeah,
kind of how we were introduced to them. I'm sure that's how you were introduced. I went there for like a after party for I want to say Frosty Faustings or Cabo Break. It was one of the two for sure. We were driving back home and there was an after party there for the next day. We're like, you know what? Let's make another quick pit stop. But yeah, they also do some Overwatch over there, some just casual games as well. They got a nice little food station over there to keep you fed. And of course, COVID right now is being the beast that it is. And they're one of the many businesses out there that need help. And that's what the stream is here for today. So thank you everyone that's tuned in right now. And of course, that Match Arena link as well will be posted in the chat. The code is LKO26FGC for that free 50-cent donation. It's got some easy quests on there as well for you to check out. We're already sitting at $158.99 right now, which is huge to start right out the gate. So thank you so very much to those generous donators that have already kicked us off to a phenomenal start here. So we'll be getting matches underway momentarily here to keep you entertained throughout the stream. Honestly, what do we say to like 25 cents a fatal blow, or like who wants to take up the challenge here, huh?
Ooh, I'm a college kid right now. I don't think I could afford that, but I'm gonna be looking this. I haven't donated yet. I gotta do that soon, but you know, I know there's plenty of people watching this that are big fans of the FGC, big fans of the Chicago scene in particular, that are way less broke than I am. So, I mean, we got $150 in so far, and we haven't seen heads roll at all. So I'm looking. I think we're gonna have a good night.
Absolutely, and of course, you know, Chicago, the hometown of Mortal Kombat and the NRS community in general, out there with NetherRealm there, just developing their glorious fighting games here. And of course, MK11 still on a hot streak here, fresh out of the gate with Aftermath.
Absolutely,
still been growing here. We haven't had too many like large events for MK11 Aftermath. We've had some, of course, like Aquaman's been hosting a lot of events going on. The regular online circuits have been going on for NRS, so it's been interesting to watch. Of course, our weeklies with Next Level Battle Circuit here with Low Kick as well, and then even out on the west side for Wednesday night fights, all have been giving us some additional content here for Mortal Kombat 11. So. And
I will say, as a competitor, it's not just those three major things. It's there's honestly stuff going on every day. Right? Not only are there going to be weekly tournaments and monthly tournaments going on all the time, there's also a bunch of if you're like don't want to commit to a full tournament, there's a tons of expedition series going on right now where you just go on Discord and say, hey, can I play and you'll get a time slot on stream where you can show yourself off. You know, just because of the netcode of this game, it's kind of one of the few games that's kind of thriving so far in this scenario. And if you got that competitive itch, there's so much out there right now. It's I'm really impressed with how our community's been handling this.
Yeah. No, yeah, definitely. And thank goodness for NRS for focusing on their glorious netcode that they have here.
Oh my God, when they put in the netcode in MKX, I swear from that day I became an NRS shill for the rest of my life.
There you have it, folks. And of
Exactly.
course, like I said, we are here specifically for Ignite Gaming Lounge, and of course, we're hoping to recoup lost wages for the FGC Meetup staff in particular. Any of the proceeds today, of course, I kind of lightly went over this, but I want to make sure you all watching know exactly where these funds are going here, because it's very important to have accountability for everybody involved here. So just to make sure we're all on the same page, going for recouping lost wages for the FGC Meetup staff, purchasing games and content for when offline events return. That's to be determined. You know, we're kind of at the mercy of COVID, like I said. Of course, invest in complimentary sanitary wipes for player owned fight sticks, controller pads, etc. for when offline returns. Again, see when that happens. Of course, PlayStation 5 deposits, that's a big one here, because we'd like to hope that a lot of the PS4 games, including all of our favorite fighters, will transfer over to PS5. We already got the confirmation fight sticks will transfer over there, so hopefully a newer platform with faster load times help you Tekken players out there. Yeah, that's gonna be
pretty
important.
sure the new Guilty Gear got confirmed for PS5 too. So
yes, yep.
We're definitely gonna need some setups.
Yeah, it will be primed and ready when that rolls out. And of course, Low Kick would also like to thank the Owanta family and the entire 60+ staff at both Ignite locations for allowing us to grow our community. Let's show them how much we appreciate them by giving them shout outs on Twitter, of course, signal boosting, anybody tweeting out the Low Kick eSports streams. That's going to be super important to help these folks out here. I know there are tons of people that, like I said, utilize Ignite as a great stomping ground. I've been to Chicago a few times. You guys are still killing out there when it comes to anime and Mortal Kombat, so let's keep that going here. I want to be able to go back once this COVID's over to see how things are going on over at Ignite.
Exactly. And I do want to point out that once this COVID stuff is over, I implore, especially the MK players, because I think we had a little bit of a problem with that, come out to these events. Show up to your offline events, because they're really something special. And I know that NRS scene is they're a lot more online based than we are offline, but there's something magical really about the community feeling you get from going to these offline events.
Absolutely, there's nothing like it, being able
exactly
to, with that camaraderie with all the folks that are there. And of course, finally, speaking of camaraderie, we're going to get our first matchup on the board here. It looks like we're going to have Keela Clutch up against Slink here.
Right
here, the MK. Let's see how we do. Raiden versus Katana.
Exactly. Now, Raiden, one of those characters I think that really likes this aftermath patch. He not necessarily safety, but a lot more mind games you can play off that back one, which effectively makes him safe in a lot of situations. And I think the biggest change for him is just his damage is a lot safer. You can't really break away out of it and punish him as easily. So Raiden's a character that I think is shooting up tier lists. And once these tournaments get a little bit bigger, once we get majors back, I'm expecting Raiden to be a very prominent threat. So I'm excited to see him in this matchup.
Yeah, definitely. Raiden's a character we don't see too often here. I know there's a couple South players that are utilizing Raiden. Honestly, we've heard talk of Raiden's definitely one of those touch-on characters that has
exactly
here. Of course, Katana, another one of those characters that we don't see too often up here. So let's see this back and forth between Keela Clutch and Slink.
I just want to point out from Slink right here. Look, you see the corner carry on that combo he just did? We just went from start of the round all the way into this corner.
and just like that, swapping sides here. This is going to be the scariest situation. Nice. Get up attack here to get out.
Okay, that's a very deceptive button, that forward one from Raiden. It's got no hurt box on it, but it is a high, so you can play around it. Yeah. And I don't think we've seen an anti-air attempt. Oh, he got caught he got caught sleeping on that last hit. And I think the big takeaway, I think, for me in this round is Kayla Clutch has not gone for an anti-air yet on her. And he's gone like twice for the Thunder Wave launcher on block, which is probably some of the oldest anti-rating tech in the game, knowing how that blow up. And Slink's definitely aware of it, but he's going to get it confirmed right here, and he's going to have his corner carry of his own here.
Oh, wow. Trying to go the back row. Looks like they're nice.
Right.
The fan to stop the thrust here.
And then with a little booty bump to just get right up in his face. And that's the new Aftermath tech. He can go into that. That's a command grab right there on block. But it is a high, so you can duck it. And when you duck highs in this game, you get that meaty down two crushing blow.
Unfortunately, Kayla got away with a little bit there, just the down two. That's, you know, good enough for me, I guess, there. If I can get out of a crushing blow combo,
right.
I'm sitting pretty.
Exactly, but I don't think he's sitting pretty now.
No, not anymore. Slick Sway closing it out for the first round here.
All right. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Zero, but I'm like 90% sure that we're first to two until finals.
I'm going to need some confirmation here from Look Extreme, but I believe that is correct.
Yes, the voice of God came down to inform us. And so it's a very, I want to say pretty dominant game one from Slink.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
right.
There's definitely a lot of knowledge already presented from Swink there, that there was a lot of anti-rated tech there. Even if some of it got auto-corrected, unfortunately, due to just like weird situations, Slink definitely had the aggression here for the
match. Now, looks like Kayla's going to go to Liu Kang. Now, Liu Kang did get a pretty big nerf in the Aftermath patch with that 1-2 going down, but all that really means is that you're going to be using it for staggers instead of frame traps, right? So he's still such a good character, and I think what he's going to this character for is that low fireball. That's going to help him play under those fans. Going to help him kind of play neutral with this katana. So I like this pick. I don't think Raiden was the wrong answer, but I don't. If he's got a good Liu Kang, I don't mind this at all.
Right, exactly. I feel like a lot of players now like kind of lead on Liu Kang being like a really solid character option, like just kind of have in the pocket.
Exactly. And he's going to only spend one bar. He's only spent one bar, which is interesting. Normally you see Liu Kang players double up there for that crushing glow, but he's going to hold on another bar.
Ooh, nice interruption.
Exactly. Just having that super good jab is just so threatening and neutral, because he's going to stuff basically any button you try to throw out.
Nice stuff here. Okay, here we go. We got the corner vortex started up here. Nice breakaway. And get the full punish off. Okay.
All right, now he's got 2 charges loaded. He needs one more to get that crushing blow in there. No escape failed, so he's not going to get that loaded. But here we're going to see that zoning game come into play that we were talking about.
Oh my goodness, that anti-aired. I can't believe it.
Clipped him. He just clipped him with the end there. That was brutal. All right.
Good blocks here.
Exactly. Oh, he catches him again. That's... Oh, he stuffs the up too. I'm surprised he went for that.
Yeah, that's
and
scary.
He drops the under in the corner, but he's got corner pressure here. All right, jumps out. Good job.
Wow, nice interrupt here. Let's see what we got after.
Right.
Nothing, just going for kicks. Into lows. Okay,
good frame trap there. Now, if you're Slink, you got to be aware that he does not have the bicycle kick crushing blow right now. So I think that's why you're seeing him being more willing to jump out a little bit more, because he's not too worried about it. But, I mean, Liu Kang in the corner, this is a scary position right now.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Try to go for the hard read parry. Like, oh, man. I see what you're doing there, but in that situation, you have Fatal Blow loaded. I'm not about to risk that. Excuse me.
Exactly. And, you know, big props from Slink for playing that patient. Actually, gets the crushing. That one's a little demoralizing, I'll be honest. But it's also one of the better ones. I mean, did you see that damage? Like, look at his life bar. All right, it's loaded. It's loaded.
Yeah, here we go.
So next hit, doesn't confirm, but it's all right. Now he's going to get it here. Okay, he has the breakaway ready for that.
Look at these staggers, like you were talking about there. Super important here for Liu Kang, because the pressure is just absurd. Liu Kang's just a character that has all the tools available here in the game.
Right. The only thing I'd say he really doesn't have is that great footsie button, but in this variation, he substitutes that with his low fireball, which is why you see players come to this one.
Ooh, okay.
All right, and that's gonna be game 2 going to Kayla Clutch. Living up to his namesake there.
Yeah, just barely getting out of there. It's
exactly
such a scary situation. You're worried about the mix from Katana, of course. You know, are you going to get hit high? Going to hit low? Especially in the corner situations here. But Liu Kang just as devastating in the corner, if not maybe more so.
Oh, definitely more so, I'd say. Now, I will say that game there was a little bit scrambles going on. I'd say there's a lot of kind of weird conversions that people go for, but I do think Liu Kang's a character that kind of forces that, and he really succeeds on that. So I'm really liking this pick.
Yes.
I think this kind of really helps with his style that kind of Raiden wasn't really doing well for him. And this is the character I was expecting, because this is the character I think Slink is more known for. So I'm expecting a lot from their Sindel.
Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, I was gonna say too, like Katana seemed like a pretty solid pick for this matchup in general. Just like the neutral games seemed to be in Slink's favor here, and then it was just like the corner pressure that they kind of lost in that situation there. But
yeah, I really do think it's that low fireball that's making them switch. That makes them switch off.
Well, let's see how the Sindel does. Big open with the cartwheel here. Let's go.
Yeah, I think that forward four, that cartwheel is going to be a big part of this matchup, because that's a really hard button to deal with in neutral. All right.
Ooh.
Exactly. All right, back throw. He's going to get Oki off of this. See what he goes for. And the wake up here.
Yeah, got to respect that kid up attack. Okay.
All right. Now this is important. They're going for the zoning variation here, which is not what you normally see from Sindel players, but I really like it, because this is going to help them deal with that low fireball with one of their own.
Yeah, honestly, like that. Really solid here against Liu Kang.
I
actually really like that. I've not seen this variation chosen too often, but immediately, like, yes, this makes sense.
Exactly. You don't see this. Oh, this is death. The question is, do they want to spend the fatal blow, or can they do it without it? Okay, with the second bar.
Oh, that's so crucial. Okay, you still got it.
He's going with the quick overhead. But yeah, this variation's really dirty. That low fireball covers so much distance for them. And those air shots play great mind games.
Big punish here. Nice duck under the bicycle kick.
Exactly. Now you say big punish, but it's only 18%. That is the weakness of this variation. A lot of their damage comes from that screen crushing blow, but since they already cashed that out, Liu Kang's definitely going to win the damage trades here, but not if you can get anti-breakaways like that.
Oh, nice interrupt here. Okay.
Love it. All right, now Liu Kang does have fatal blow, so this is by no means impossible here. And he's going to get whip punch back too, and that's going to be it.
Wow. That could have gone either way too, because just one touch from Liu Kang right into fatal blow should have wrapped it up.
Exactly. And we're going to see the friendship. You love to see it.
Oh, delicious.
That's one thing that I really like about the friendships, is that you can just use the easy fatality tokens, which I'm sure everyone's got like 1,000 at this point. And you can bypass the no block restrictions. So
that's true. Oh,
it's nice.
You know what?
Yeah.
Think about that. Yeah, because
exactly.
I was out there on stream, like, you know what? Let me try to do some Sub-Zero friendships, and couldn't do
it. Right.
Fall out here. All right.
I like it because, like, in MK9, it's like you had to not block, super disrespectful. But now it's just like you put a token in, and it's a nice friend. It's much more friendly now,
Of course, it's all fun and games. I had the Jax music playing. I said, "Thanks, dude. Like every single round, you're gonna do this. I appreciate it. I suppose."
All right, so that was a fun matchup to open this up with. A good close 2-1 set. See some counter picking, which I don't know about you, but I know some people don't like it. But I love to see the counter pick mind games in tournament. I think that's such a fun and interesting part of the competitive scene.
Oh yeah,
and
I'm always a fan of more character variety, like in any fighting game. Of course, like when I see like the ability of another player, it's like, okay, I have this arsenal of characters to go back. Like the constant adjustments that are always fascinating to watch as it goes on.
Exactly, and I think this was a really nice set, because the counter picks weren't just cause. I think you could really see the game plan that these guys had, and they really executed it well. I mean, both their counter picks worked out for them.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely. And at this point in the game too, I think a lot of players, especially like with the lack of like offline events, I think there are a lot of players that are really focused on like trying something else, something
exactly.
New. Like, I was locked up for a little while away from line cable. You know, I was on Wi-Fi. I'm like, all right, I can't do this, but I can hit the lab, and I'm like, let me learn another character. Well, I can't play people online.
Exactly. I did the same thing. I'm sitting here watching these the season 1 finals. I'm like, you know what? This upgraded Jackie looking really nice.
There you go.
I
But
don't
like
know.
that just increases the knowledge base of the players.
Exactly.
And it creates more competition in the future later on as well. Like I'm
Mhm.
really looking forward to seeing how players come out of this
Right.
quarantine situation, because I feel like, you know, if we don't see them online, we'll definitely see them offline for sure.
Of course. I mean, one of the nice things about a really good online scene is that there's so many more matchups that you can grind.
Yep.
Versus like if you just play at your local, you might know like a handful of matchups really well, but you know some of the big threat characters or even just smaller characters you don't see much, like that zoning Sindel variation.
Yeah.
How many people like really lab that matchup a lot?
I don't think I've ever seen that ever show up. Like
I know Full
even
Auto
just like
likes to pull it
running
out a lot.
online. Yeah. So okay. No, you're right though. I mean, if when you're playing your local area, like you can sometimes hit a certain plat, and that's why people like really travel, right? Or like we'll travel to like another
Exactly.
local. We'll be like, okay, let me see what the player base is like out here, and then you get that different matchup experience in general. Like with the ability of having such a great online infrastructure, like you if you're looking for any specific matchup experience, you guaranteed are going to be able to find it. It's just you have
Absolutely.
to know the right people to reach out to for it. And honestly, that's how you build a fighting game community right there. Reaching
Mm-hmm.
out, talking to people.
100%.
All right. So our next matchup, it looks like it might be Zintai versus Confusing Poke out here.
Ooh, I'm not too aware who Confusing Poke is, but Zentai is a really nice Shang Tsung player.
Mhm.
You know, I've played him a couple times. Actually, the first time I met him was at the last Ignite event that I went to. So
Oh, nice.
he came out traveling for the Last Chance qualifier and ended up coming out to the Ignite tournament, and he's got a really nasty Shang. So I'm looking forward to this.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh my gosh, that was just before quarantine, wasn't it? Jeez.
Exactly. Yeah.
The finals. Oh my gosh. Like it
Yeah.
seems like forever ago at this point.
I will say Ignite really stepped up. They're hosting kind of like they host like 2 tournaments that weekend when a lot of players couldn't when the LCQ got canceled. So yeah, they do a lot for the community. It's really nice.
Yeah,
Is it-
absolutely.
right now, just looking at these player cards, it looks like this is a Cassie, and a Shane Cassie matchup would be pretty interesting, just because I'm not 1,000% sure if Shane's fireballs can punish that low shot. I imagine they could. So they don't set you on camp.
I usually kind of default to that Cassie's low shot is generally just like a solid trade in general. Like, or if you're gonna play the zoning game, Cassie kind of can dominate that a little bit just
Right.
because of low shot. We'll
And
see how
he's
that works here.
yeah, and they are going to go for that digital soldier pick.
Mhm.
I am sure Zintai knows. So I mean, Cassie's a very common character, you know. So I'll trust if he goes Warlock, to me that's a sign that he can, and it looks like he is going to do that. So I'm very curious to see how this zoning game is going to play out, or if Cassie's just going to go in.
We'll see how that works out here. Of course, Cassie definitely has a lot of mixed potential here,
Mm-hmm.
especially with digital soldier too. A lot of plus frames, a lot of options available to her. Like
Yeah, the
another
restand, the auto
kinda like-
shimmy.
yeah, like another character kind of like Liu Kang, where like she has options
Oh,
in about every
absolutely.
situation.
Yeah, she's, you know, it's weird to say because she's not the poster character, but she's kind of the Ryu of the game almost, in my eyes.
Almost,
Just-
yeah, I'll give you the almost.
You know,
there.
right? Almost. I think she kind of does. She's got great buttons. She's got a really good fireball. Her anti-air is pretty good, nice. I think that standing one's pretty solid for her.
Well, she is the new blood of the Mortal Kombat.
Exactly, and that's gonna come in with DP. Tsu got DP as well. Now, one thing I think we should watch out for is something new to Aftermath is that flipping out move. It was previously unusable, but now it's very, very solid on block. But looks like just the corpses are dropping out on Cassie
really
here.
Smart for Zintai here, because that's going to shut down that low gun here. Keep her in place. She can't make a forward approach, and he already had lifelink. I love the patience here from Zintai forcing, confusing to kind of figure this out here.
Exactly. And now he's going to come in really quick, kind of mixing up his style. Now he's going to go right back to corpses. And I will say the scariest thing, if you want to kind of pick this zoning variation Cassie, is that corpse drop does 9% on hit, non-meter burn. It's one of the scariest projectiles to trade with.
Yeah, and I'm not agreeing with that low meter burn shot there.
Yeah, I mean, they're just not going to win these trades. You know, you can't zone this. Yeah, you got to go in.
Let's see if there's any answer here from Confusing Poke. That's looking pretty rough here.
Yeah, very dominating match from Zintai and a very dominant zoning match, which always kind of concerns you when you see a match like that in particular. They don't really get in. I think as a player, you start to question like your character pick. You start to question, it really hurts your confidence a bit. So I'm curious to see how Confusing is gonna come back from this.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, it's tough, right? Especially when you're doing a zoning matchup like this, like where one zoner gets life lead, and then it's, you have to go through the minefield that is those buttons. And it looks like we're going to opt for Scorpion, guaranteed to do the teleports to get to the other side of these zoning options.
I don't think I need to explain why this pick is coming out.
Yeah, exactly. We know what's going on here.
Yeah, Zintai is gonna probably do a few less corpse drops in this match, but I mean, this is not by any means done. Zintai's rushdown chain is as much as a threat as the zoning one. So instead of dealing the corpse traps, you probably have to deal with the 1-1 shimmies and the throws and those 4-2+ frames. So I'm curious how he's going to start this match. All right, he's backing up. Oh, we're going into corpse drops and big punish here.
Knowledge check right there. Like, do you think you can make this happen? Like, what
exactly. Honestly, like I think that first corpse shot was honestly like a reaction check almost. Just seeing are these teleports going to be reactions or are they going to be guesses and reads? Because that really changes how he's going to play this matchup and how fast he's going to play it.
Notice he's just chilling out, letting Confusing Poke just make these decisions here.
If I'm Confusing right now, I think you notice that he's playing this super slow. I'm dashing in right now. I'm dashing, I'm jumping, I'm using that threat to kind of playing around that. But it's looking like he's kind of looking for something to teleport.
Yeah, and honestly, you're playing Searing Rage, right? So you have that spirit combo that's available to you to kind of close that gap. Like, you're pretty solid once you hit that mid, but of course,
you have a read.
You got to worry about those fireballs coming from below.
Right.
Yeah, he's looking desperate here.
He's kind of fishing. Yeah, he's playing this really slow. Props to Zintai for this patience. I think Confusing is a little caught off guard. Yeah. And now he's kind of goes in, gets that quick hit, and then.
Well, you can see the gears turning here for Confusing Poke. Honestly, really trying to feel this out, like kind of figure out what are my options here. Like, I've been punished on pokes. I've been punished on jump-ins. Like, well, I can't spear. Okay, here we go.
That was a really good instant air teleport there, and he's definitely feeling it out a little bit more. I just don't think he has the life bar to really play off what he's learned. And Zintai's just go for the meaty soul steal, and he's going to show him how to play it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. That was dominant from Zintai.
Yeah, it was definitely, two different types of players here. Zintai's definitely the more seasoned player, clearly, over Confusing Poke. But I can always appreciate a player that's like taking the time to like learn from this matchup, right? Confusing was literally sitting there thinking about like exactly how to make this approach. It wasn't just like, let me keep banging my head against the wall. Confusing was literally trying to piece together, which I commend that. It's not an easy matchup when you go up against a player of the caliber that Zintai clearly has shown here.
Make no mistake, Zintai can make a lot of players look like that. It has nothing really to do with the skill level, and this is an advantage of these online tournaments. They're open, they're free. You can kind of come in here and kind of test yourselves out a little bit, and you might even end up on stream, right? And that's a little scary, but one thing I love about playing on stream is you get those archives. You could go back, you can see what you're doing, and people in these tournament play, they play a little bit different than they play in Combat League.
Yep.
Those
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
when
they
they
do.
when those zoning Shang players see that Scorpion counter pick, they'll play it a little slower. They'll play a little smarter. They won't just kind of give you those teleports. And
Mhm.
I think it's a learning experience for us all. And it's these tournaments can kind of give you that like little awakening, kind of like see what you're missing, see what some of the better players are doing that you're not doing, and kind of really help you improve.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, good stuff so far. 2 matches in. The bracket is still running along here. It's a good time to give you a little reminder about that match arena down there. We're sitting at $159.99, and all the proceeds are going to help out that Ignite Gaming Lounge here. If you look right there on the screen, you got that little contribute button there. You type in the code. It's an easy code, LKO26FGC, and I'll give you a free 50 cents to donate to the bracket here today. It's also, going to help out for the funds of the staff, and also potentially set up for the future of Ignite Gaming Lounge as well when it comes down to, like the potential PS5 purchase, invest in sanitary wipes, things like that. So definitely check it out. You can check out and see if you're a top contributor. Keep that competition rolling here. You can, if you're not in the bracket, you can compete to see who's helping out this Night Gaming Lounge the most. And right there's some easy quests on the sidebar as well that you can do if you haven't contributed that way either. And of course, this isn't the only tournament we have running today. We have a few others going on. Right after this one, we're going to have some Guilty Gear Xrd Rev 2. So I'll be looking forward to
Yeah.
watching that as soon as this is over. There's
Yeah.
plenty of fighting game content today.
Right. I'm looking forward to that too. Normally when I'm playing when these LK tournaments are going on, I'm playing in one. So I don't really get to watch the others. But today it's just all day back to back to back. It's almost like we're back in tournaments again and we just have a one whole day streams on the weekend.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I got this one. There's Road and Rumble tomorrow. Like if it's literally like every
We're-
weekend is filled with something. It's
Oh,
great.
there's so much. There's so much. Yeah, it's a scary time, but it's also pretty exciting. And I really do think coming out of this COVID situation, I think we're going to be in a really nice spot to kind of rebuild our
And
kind of offline scene.
yeah, honestly, because that's what's always scary about online, right? Like in the early days, let me take you back to like 2013 real quick.
Please do,
In
please
the
do.
early days of Killer Instinct dropping out here,
No,
we only had online tournaments. We didn't have these offline events, and then all of a sudden, people talking that smack like online players can't compete with offline. There's no way. But then lo and behold, we get good net code, and these online players you never seen before just start popping out of the woodwork to offline events and dominating these people. I mean, blowing people up, and it's crazy.
Mhm.
So I'm looking forward to see who comes out of Mortal Kombat 11 from
Right?
just pure online. I mean, what we had Ninja Killer for like the longest time. Who's
Exactly.
next after that, man? Like,
Dude, I mean, one of my favorite things that happens, like especially you're seeing a lot with these games that have really good netcode, is that when a
mhm,
new game comes out and we're like, oh, who's going to be the best at it? And we're looking at like the players that were really good at the last game. I'm always super excited to see who's the new guy that's going to come out from
yeah.
online and just start bodying people. Who are the players that are going to make their name in this game? And I think we're starting to see that coming to fruition, especially with these online tournaments. I mean, you look at the tournaments Aquaman runs, you
Yep.
know, half those names I hadn't heard of for a year ago.
Yeah. And it's such a great platform too. It's been
Yes.
that Aquaman's been building up because I mean, so many people tune into that, and so many people just play it. I mean, like
Oh, exactly.
regardless of like how good they are, like people are signing up. Like, well, he almost gets regular like hundreds of players in his brackets. Like,
It I'm gonna go out on a limb. Since the final combat was technically an invitational and not an open bracket,
yes, that's
I'm
true.
willing to say that the Coliseum is probably the biggest tournament of the year so far.
Mhm. Yeah, no, definitely, and that's
Exactly.
been going on since literally MKX and onward. Like,
Yeah, and when I say tournament of the year, I think you could make an argument that goes beyond just MK11 this year. I mean, if you look at especially from like the games that had the great netcode, like that
mhm,
tournament was super well run and so incredibly hyped. And seeing Kerbo
mhm.
win that was kind of insane.
Yeah, that's true. Jeez. Just watching Kerbalicious play, like just thinking of where Kerbo came from, like from me watching those online matches, and now he's like all the way out there. I'm like, dang, all right, you know, you always been good, but you have to show off like that, man. Like, good stuff to Kerbo though. All right, so we're still working on getting another match here. So we're looking at the bracket as it goes along here. Of course, we saw Zintai take that match up against Confusing Poke, and previously before that was Slink versus Kayla Clutch. So those two will be going up against each other, and that'll be an interesting match to watch. A Katana versus Shang Tsung here will be interesting to see.
Are they playing in bracket next?
Because I don't know if they're going to be on stream next. Of course, we're still trying to get a matchup going. We still have plenty on the bracket here, but yeah, no, that's the way the bracket breaks down right here. It was we just saw Zintai versus Confusing Poke, and Zintai took that, and of course, Kayla Clutch against Slink, and Slink took over Kayla, and those. So that means Slink and Zintai will be going up against each other later on in the bracket here. That'll be for the winner's semi side of this bracket. But no, I'm looking forward to checking it out here. And don't forget, guys, as well, there are other fighting game streams going on too. So definitely, if you got that multi-Twitch running, you can feel free to check those out. You're looking at twitch.tv/Seth Mitchell. I believe right now that's going to be Street Fighter. Yes, Street Fighter is on the docket there. Definitely check that out. And of course, like I said, after this bracket here, we're going to get that Guilty Gear bracket running here on Low Kick Esports, and that means Seth Mitchell will be running the Soul Calibur 6 bracket at that time. Lots of cool stuff out here. Soul Calibur has a lot going on today, even too. Like, geez,
dude, I mean, like I've been meaning to get back into Soul Calibur recently. I kind of fell off of it once MK11 dropped.
Yeah,
but you know, some of the stuff that's been going on in that game and like the community support that's been giving, that looks super tempting. But looks like we got our next match ready to go with Big Zo and Lookout Below.
Nice.
All right, now I am familiar with Big Zo. He's a really nice katana player. But it looks like Lookout Below. His player card says he's a Shang avatar, but I don't know how true that's gonna be. I've
just learned to not pay attention to player cards. Look at mine. I've been playing forever, and I still have the default card. So you don't know.
All right, well, we're gonna see the Jade.
Wow.
Yeah, I think Jade's a character that, like, recently, like, people don't really know what to do with her. People don't know where to place her in the tier list. She feels really dominant in some matchups, and she feels kind of useless in others. I tend to lean on the side of she's actually pretty good. And he's gonna go for the zoning kind of variation, not the jaded one. So I'm curious to see how Big Zo plays this, because you know that katana style kind of changed a little bit when you can't use those fans.
Okay,
exactly.
Butt slam, yeah. Here we go.
All right, this is something I know Big Zo from. He's a super solid katana player, but he's not afraid to just dash up and butt slam. And
honestly, like, really good punishes here on phase out from Jade too. Just
exactly.
Here we go.
Clipped low. That.
Oh my God! The double.
That's a huge swing of damage right there. He's gonna throw punished. He's not gonna die from this, but it's looking bad, and he's just gonna eat a glaive.
Wowie.
I mean, that's that anti-breakaway tech, man. Jade's got a pretty nice one. You know, for a character that doesn't have a lot of launchers, when she does get you up there, it's pretty scary to break away.
Yeah.
Big Zo's not deterred. He's been in enough tournaments. He's gonna go in now. And flipped at the end of it.
The very tip of the heel. You got extended stilettos on that one there. All right, good blocks here. Trying to take the turn back. I like this, trying to push out Big Zo with the air kunai out here.
The fan?
Wow.
All right. Not Throw's got some really nice pushback on him. He's gonna let him go back in that zoning game, but he's gonna come up and play a little. Okay, so this is another classic Big Zo thing. When he gets that fatal blow, his fingers start sweating on those triggers. And he's going to come with a wake up fatal blow, and he's going to get a lot of mileage out of it. He's going to get a life lead. And big punish here. This should be the round, especially if you can spend the bar here. Yep. And Big Zo's right back in it.
Absolutely. Let's see what I did there. I did the name swap on the air kunai. I meant lookout. Jeez Louise.
All right,
oh, wow. Nice. Actually, did not realize that would work.
Point blank. Just let it rip.
Yeah.
And good bait on the down two. And another bait with the anti-air with the flying. And another anti-breakaway. This one doing a chunk. 45% just for reading the breakaway.
You just really tried to fish for that one there.
Exactly. Good spacing on Big Zo, staying at that safe distance to the fan. Yeah. And see a punish here. Doesn't get it, but I don't think Big Zo's panicking too much. No, but he probably should with this fatal blow now in play. And another block.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, just be careful with fatal blow. But I mean, Lookout is just throwing them out here left and right.
Like, punish. Okay, go for it again.
Nowhere near you. You don't need to throw out this fatal blow. I'll destroy you.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not convinced these two aren't the same person because I'm seeing a lot of. No, I'm being honest. I'm seeing a lot of similarities between Big Zo and Lookout here. I think they're both playing incredibly solid. They're, they both making good reads, especially with that anti-breakaway stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But when these guys get these fatal blows, I don't know what's gonna happen. Right? They're ready to go. They have no interest in confirming into them. And that's kind of exciting.
I have concerns when Jade starts using Fatal Blow as a neutral tool. I have some massive concerns.
You know what? Hey, they went unpunished, right?
I guess.
So if you're Lookout, you're sitting there and it's like, all right. He hasn't gotten a lot of negative feedback from it, right? He's throwing them out. I would personally probably look for a confirm on that. That's just me.
Right. I agree with that. That's a hefty chunk of damage right there, though, to just throw out willy-nilly,
Exactly. It is on a cooldown. He did come back. I think he knows when it's off cooldown. I'll give him that much. And
right.
He doesn't throw a punch, but he does get an escape failed, which is going to come in nice because Jade does have a really nice throw crushing blow. You don't see it too much, but it's really nice.
Yeah, Big Zo, really good knowledge here on the distance that Jade coming in. Nice.
All right, wakes up. Nice punch there.
Yeah, Big Zo is doing a really good job knowing the spacing of these Jade attacks here. Like, just every attempt that Lookout has made has just been barely out of reach.
Right, I think one of Big Zo's biggest strengths as a player is that he really understands this Oki game with Katana. He's getting well-timed meaties. He's going for those throws when necessary, and he's poking him out when he's trying to hit these buttons. Now we're going to see these shadow kicks are getting a lot of mileage out of from Lookout.
Really good.
Great anti-air, exactly. All right, this is going to crushing blows. Nice 30%. And the corner carry. Exactly. Rolls out. Let's see. Down two can take on the corner, but this, like we said, the crushing blow is going to be big handy. Did he have the breakaway? So there's no big damage anti-breakaway tech.
Oof. All right, looking really close here. The blow on deck.
Yeah, but not for Lookout. Lookout's sitting just outside of it, but he's got it now. All right, let's see if this comes in.
Stop it! Stop throwing these out. Let them right there. It's not your turn.
That was really cute from Big Zo right there.
Yeah, no, definitely nice.
Just that double float just to get above that wake up 3.
Really, really well done here from Big Zo over Lookout. Man, my biggest criticism there, just as soon as you had that fatal blow, it's, I gotta get rid of this. This is not allowed.
Right, now I don't know. To be fair, Jade does have one of the better fatal blows just kind of throw out like that because it is an overhead that catches a lot of people. But I mean, you got to do it more than just when it comes up, right? Like you can't be doing it like it's an ability in a MOBA, just like it's ready to go every time, right? We're not playing Overwatch here.
No, we're not.
I think
even
that
those have cooldowns. Like, come on now.
Yeah, I definitely I mean, Lookout played really nice. He had some good neutral. He made a lot of really good reads. I think he did a good job kind of handling some of the more wackier aspects of Big Zo's play. But when Big Zo would get in, he plays a little bit more patiently. He's ready. He's ready for these fatal blows. I think he did a really good job of kind of capitalizing off some of those little skirmish kind of habits from Lookout.
Yeah, no, definitely. I agree. Yeah, Big Zo definitely knew the neutral game a little bit better than what Lookout did. Just knew the exact spacing to be in. There were a couple, like in the beginning, Lookout had like you said, like extremely solid reads. Like they were both
Exactly.
playing really well. But I think that the edge in knowledge was definitely in Big Zo's favor for sure when it came to neutral. So
Definitely.
that'll be interesting to see. Man, potentially we could have a katana mirror in this bracket. So we'll see what unheard of. But yeah, let's check it out.
Hey, Katana's another character. People don't really know where to put her, but like you look at her tool set, there's not much she's really lacking. She's got a really good kind of footsie games with some of her buttons. That fan's a really nice projectile for her. And especially in that variation one, she's got those kind of float cancels, which is something not a lot of characters can do. And now we're gonna see Slink and Zintai. I'm excited for this. I think this is gonna be a
Yeah.
really fun matchup.
Yes, we'll see how this katana handles against Shang Tsung here. Oh
Yeah,
man, or potentially Sindel
yeah.
as well.
I'm expecting I'm expecting a Sindel here.
Mhm.
But you never know. The player caliber is Zintai. I wouldn't be shocked if they go straight to that Sindel, but we'll
Yeah,
see. Yes.
good call, good call. Hard reads.
Sindel with the Royal Denian, so we're gonna see that zoning Sindel in particular. So this should be a fun little zoning matchup here we got.
Ooh,
All right.
man. I'm gonna be really curious to see how the zoning Sindel handles.
Exactly. Now, I think the big thing to be looking at is that amplified low shot, just because that thing zooms across the screen like a bat out of
Mhm.
hell. It's super hard to win zoning wars with against this Sindel, just because she can put out that amplified low shot and just the screen's covered. I mean, look at that right there. See how fast that travels?
Yeah, and of course the thing to think about too, because we thought the same thing with Cat, or at least I did, with Cassie Cage and these low shots here, and immediately Zintai going for quartz drops here.
Now, I mean, Zintai has been trading almost everything, but this is pretty even just because how much damage that corpse drop does.
Yeah.
I think if you're Slink, if you're looking to trade, you want to make sure you're not getting hit by that corpse drop. You want to make sure that he has to spend that bar to clip you with it. It's very even.
Yeah, good flawless blocks here, but no reactions off him yet. Oh, what an interrupt into fatal blow, closing out the round here.
That's such a nice read right there. They knew that Zintai was probably going to come up with a button, so instead of trying to challenge with like a forward 4, which I think some other players would do, they stick out that standing 1. They stuff out that forward 2 coming in.
Exactly. Big screens. Oh. I think probably try to go for another flawless block on that.
Yeah, rolling dash up, gonna get the punish there.
Oh, nice cancel. Nothing off. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And that pushback of that 4-4 up 3 gives it the perfect range to get that down too.
Nice get up attack. Here we go. Okay. Zintai's defense is pretty solid here, but look at this life lead that Slinks has. Oh, big screen.
Exactly. No counter hit, so Zintai's gonna stay alive here. But man, this 4-4 up 3 it's so hard to deal with because the hitbox is just it's super active, so it's hard to stuff. And on when the forward 4 whiffs, that up 3 comes out really quick. So hard to whiff punish that. Covers so much range, and on block has a ton of pushback. It's a really annoying tool to challenge.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure like what would even be fast enough for Shang Tsung to close that gap. I don't think there's really anything you can do except for a dash block.
I mean,
just to be close.
I feel like the obvious answer would be low skulls, but once you start doing that, there's a ton of risk that comes into doing that as well. I mean, you're risking potentially a flawless block into like a screen crushing blow, which is like worst case scenario if you're Zintai there. So I'm curious how I think the Zintai did well in the zoning war. I think he was comfortably trading pretty well with those corpse drops.
Right.
And oh, he's gonna switch to variation 3. We got the ninjas coming out.
Okay.
So Zintai's gonna go in a little bit more.
Right. I'm thinking, just of course the smoke option, of course,
Absolutely, the
Ermac
smoke.
throw is going to be important here.
Exactly. I think the smoke is a big thing to look out for. I will say that low shot, that amplified low shot, that's really fast, really hard to react to it. And ooh, a micro duck there to get below that standing 3. And
Another C right there to catch that back off the 4-3.
exactly, ton of deceptive range on that lift. You see, look at that. That low projectile is so fast. It's really hard to react with that smoke.
Wow, the backdash, able to avoid the Ermac throw.
Yeah, he's lucky that wasn't a punish actually, because he's not going to get crushing blowed, and he's going to use the interact to try to get out of the corner. All right, how's he going to challenge this? He's going to play it patient. All right. Just tries to go in there, and Zintai's going to lose this round. Flink's on match point, and they got corner control right here. So I'm curious to see how Zintai is planning to get on this corner. Is he going to go for this? Ooh, now you're miracle.
Yeah, that's not a good way to start this round here.
Exactly.
Oh wow, nice cancel. Tries to go for the throw attempt here.
Yeah, he's ready with that tech. Can you get back a little bit of health, but nothing to scoff at. Went for the slide, but it just barely misspaced it.
Alright, good defense here from Slinks. Nice smoke parry there.
Exactly, we're seeing that shake come into play now.
Okay, caught.
Good confirm for the crushing blow, and now Zintai looking nice in this round.
Yeah. Good duck. And nice down 2 crushing blow to close out the round here with 50% health left. All right.
Yeah, and I think a big thing to look at is that scream crushing blow is gone. Like when that scream crushing blow is not there, it changes so much in how you fight this character.
Yeah.
Because there's so much less damage on the table.
Yeah, you could definitely take a few more risks here. Of course, like try to just push out those options that you're looking for to close the gap. Go for more Ermac throws after strings. Oh my goodness.
Right. Let's see, now Sindel does get Oki off that back throw, which is a really nice tool for her, but it's like Zintai with a cheeky little jump out to beat that forward 4.
Really good pressure here from Zintai. Let's go.
Great whiff punish on there.
Zone out.
We can go zone in a bit. Now that low shots is going to go under all zoning options in this variation, but you see those down ones right there, just trying to bait the parry there. Really smart play from Slink, and they're going to get in with this fatal blow off the overhead.
It's going to be really close here. Of course, fatal blow available for Zintai. Let's see how the neutral proceeds after this. Big step into lows. One touch will do it here.
Oh, this is he can't get in. He can't get near him now. That thing's gonna chip him out and dies.
Oh.
Okay, one thing gone and
one more bar. Yep.
That's an end game scenario, man. That's such a hard tool to deal with. You know, Slink plays out really well, really patiently at the end of the panic, and they're gonna get rewarded by advancing a winner's bracket.
Yeah, no, really good stuff here from Slink. Like being aware of the situation that you're in. Like, I already got a life lead. I have a checkmate situation here. I just got to play defense and then just keep firing away. Like, there's nothing that Shang Tsung can do at this full screen situation that I have to really be concerned about except for smoke parry. But even then, I don't got the life for that.
I mean, we saw at the end there, those little down ones that have that little flash of pink in there, just kind of fake out those low shots.
Yep.
And that low projectile travels so fast, especially when you amplify. It's kind of hard to react to that.
Yeah, especially online. So. Like, good luck reacting to that online.
Right. I like the idea from Zintai. I think he did some really nice things, especially in that second round, in the third. But I don't know. I think that one thing that annoys about this variation is that you sacrifice a lot of damage, which feels weird because you're going for the rush down one. But you know, he doesn't have a ton of good follow-ups for that Ermac slam. That's why you saw him going for that down 2 a lot.
Yeah, exactly. It was What a good back and forth between these two players. Of course, Zentai's not out of it yet. That's just knowledge for the future there. So we'll probably see Zentai again later on in the bracket, and
Absolutely.
hopefully they get to run back against Slink, because that's actually a pretty good fight that I want to see again. Like, one more time. I think you were almost there.
I mean that last match came down to the end. It was just
Yeah.
Sindel's just got that really nice orb to help her close out some games. So
Mhm. Absolutely.
all right. What do we got next? Let's check this bracket.
Well, I'll tell you what we got next. I got this
Ooh.
glorious page you should check out. We're going to talk about that Matcherino page one more
Oh,
time.
absolutely.
Yeah, of course, right now we're sitting at $160.49 in that Matcherino bucket there. All those proceeds are certainly going to the Ignite Gaming Lounge to help them out, to recoup lost wages for the FGC Meetup staff, purchase games in the future, and invest in complimentary sanitary wipes and PS5s for the future. We got plenty of plans in the future, but it doesn't happen without your help. So that's why we got this Matcherino here with all these glorious side quests here. You can compete with others that are trying to put their name out there. Who can put up the most money to help out that glorious local that you guys love so much, that I love so much? Man, you guys have quite a reputation out there at Ignite. And let's help to keep that reputation up with those glorious locals from Ignite Gaming Lounge. Of course, use that donation code LKO26FGC to get that free 50-cent donation. And then next up, we're going to go over to one more ad that I want you guys to check out here.
You can visit the Matcherino page for our event and contribute in many different ways. 1. Free coupon. Click Contribute, enter the specified coupon code to contribute a predetermined amount of money to the prize pool. 2. Free sponsor quests. On the right side of the screen are various actions supported by sponsors, including retweets, Twitter follows, surveys, among other things. Click into these boxes to complete the action and add the attached prize contribution to the pool free of charge. 3. Marketplace. Products are available in our marketplace, which also contribute to the fundraising pool. Be sure to check out the variety of apparel and collectibles, as well as other unique items. 4. Donate. Clicking on the Contribute button, you're able to add funds to your Matcherino wallet and then directly contribute them to the fundraiser page. Thanks for supporting your event with Matcherino.
All right. And that'll do it there for that Matcherino. Thank you guys so much for tuning in as well and checking out all the glorious matches that we have here for Mortal Kombat 11. Shortly after this, we're going to be headed into some Guilty Gear action. But of course, I got one more brief announcement for you guys. We're going to talk about that Chicago FGC. Of course, they're now moving toward hosting monthlies instead of weeklies, and monthlies will have multiple games. Be sure to join their Discord for more. That's all the information that you need right there. You can follow on Twitter, Chicago FGC Gaming on Twitter. Of course, so YouTube is there, and that Discord code is super simple, CIFGC, to get all the latest details on their events, tournaments, and the like for you guys out there. So plenty of options out there in the Midwest to play plenty of fighting games during COVID right now. So thank you so much for all those supports.
Exactly. Now I was just looking at this bracket. It looks like winners finals already set. It's gonna be Slink and Big Zo.
Of course.
I imagine we're probably not gonna see that next. We're probably gonna see either Zintai versus Joystick or Lookout and Kayla Clutch. So Joystick, a player we haven't seen yet. Looks like they've been going on a little bit of a tear through losers bracket. So I'm excited.
Yeah, no, definitely. There's a lot going on in this bracket here. We're tearing right through here. We're doing a pretty solid pace to keep up with all the games that we have here. A total of 6 games. So looking forward to that. Right now they have Street Fighter 5 going on Seth's stream. I haven't been able to check out that bracket here, but I think they're probably moving pretty smoothly as well. Yeah, they're actually going pretty well off through this Street Fighter bracket here. Of course, Super Saiyan Kid and Cold Pipe out on the loser semis, and they're on winners finals over there for ZJ Mac and J Caesar the second out there for that Street Fighter 5 bracket. That's on Seth Mitchell's stream. If you guys want to pop on that multi-Twitch and check that out, see what's going on here. And then right after, of course, like I said, Guilty Gear here on Low Kick eSports stream, and that leaves Soul Calibur 6 on Seth Mitchell's stream as well. And then later on in the day, Dragon Ball FighterZ and Tekken 7 as well. all these to help benefit the Ignite Gaming Lounge. But yeah, no, this MK bracket has been a ton of fun. It's been great to see these character varieties here. Of course, like it's very rare I get to see more than one katana in a bracket, let alone getting to see Shang Tsung in bracket. Of course, we've seen Shang Tsung a bit more as time has gone on. Like I said earlier, like MK has gone on long enough where like we're kind of learning character matchups more, kind of messing around with the unexplored things to see what's going on. And Aftermath is basically a breath of fresh air for a lot of the cast as well.
All right, looks like we're gonna go into winners finals here with Slink and Big Zo. I'm really curious to see how this plays out. So I imagine Slink is gonna go, and we could see a katana mirror, but I think we're gonna see Sindel here, just because, like we were saying with the Liu Kang katana matchup earlier, that low fireball does really well against katana, just kind of get under all those fans.
Right.
So I'm imagining Slink's had a very good performance with this Sindel, and I don't expect them to move off of that, especially in winners finals now.
Right. No, I definitely agree. The neutral game for Sindel is going to be pretty crucial in this situation as well, too. Like you said, just low fireball is such a dominating tool against some of these characters that just don't have those options available to them. You know, a lot of characters have been pretty dominant with their just mid fireballs, or, you know, usually high fireballs rather, depending upon the characters you're playing. And now we have plenty of options to kind of combat it, like even punish it with these loads. So let's take a look here at this top 8 bracket on the way. Right there, we're checking out in that winners finals, Slink and Big Zo. We're still waiting on the loser semi decision here between Zintai and Joystick. I believe we're probably going to get that on stream for you guys momentarily here. Of course, Lookout and Kayla Clutch. Kayla coming out on top. Saw Kayla earlier up against Slink here, so potentially we're going to get that run back. We'll see how that works out.
All right, and I think, you know, coming back to this winners finals matchup, I think the one mind game that I'm going to be watching constantly and see how these players adapt throughout the set is this post forward 4 up 3 mind games for Sindel. Because I think Big Zo is a player that I'm willing to bet they're probably going to go for like a raw like booty bump off of one of those at some point. They'll throw fans, they'll jump. Big Zo's very bold and kind of willing to take those big risks. And I'm curious to see how that plays out, especially in this first of 3 set we got going here in winners finals.
Yeah, it'll definitely be interesting. There's more room for error here, more time to download your opponent, figure things out. Of course, we'll see how the pace of the match plays out here.
Exactly.
Here we go. Slink versus Big Zo. Sindel up against Katana, round 1.
Can we shout out this Katana skin real quick? I really like this skin.
Yeah.
I like.
Was it Slink using the same skin too?
Oh, I can't remember, man. We've had so many hype matches since then. I can't remember that. That Lynx, that's a airborne fan comboing into that booty with a grounded opponent. That's really nice. Confirmed there from Big Zo.
Oh wow.
Big Zo sitting on a nice health lead, but you gotta be careful with those fans, because one crushing blow from that scream and this life lead is gone.
Yeah,
nice. We need to talk about this. This is splitting hair. This is not zoning variation. This is the damage variation. Slink's gonna go in on this matchup and say goodbye to this life. There's another thing about this variation. This life lead is not gonna stay.
Oh, you dropped it though!
Oh, he just went right through that standing 1 stagger. I mean, we should not be shocked here from Big Zo. Big Zo's super willing to do this, and then he follows up with a raw booty bump into a down 2.
Oh my goodness!
Big Zo steals this first round. I'm gonna go out and say that.
You may as well, because that's facts right there. Absolutely.
Right. And not only does he steal that round, he takes that scream crushing blow with him. You know, look for the breakaway, but he's gonna get full screen anyway, so probably not minding too much that he didn't get that damage. But let's look at this damage now. All right, breaks away. Sindel does have an anti-breakaway move, but he doesn't launch or anything. It just kind of gives her a better Oki situation afterwards.
Yeah, not close enough for that one there.
Good throw tech. And again, we're seeing Slink now staggering that forward 4. We're going to see that low mind game kind of evolve over the course of this set. and a really good confirming the airborne opponent and breaks the jaw. Still alive. Let's wake up here. Alright. Now Slink does have that fatal blow, which is basically another amplified scream. So it's still definitely doable. And oh, put his life on the line there with that hair flip. That was a very brave read. Just kind of stay in this game.
Nice.
All right, now they got corner control. I'm not 1,000% sure actually if that corner interactable loops. So we'll learn again once we get back there. Okay, stuffs him out. He's gonna get that crushing blow. Alright, going in. See, we've seen these raw booty bumps Big Zo's not afraid to go for, but this is big damage. Oh, he drops it, but he picks it up at the end. Alright, blocks the overhead. He's gonna stay alive. Alright, is this gonna kill? No.
Oh, into another. Are you serious right now? If at first you don't succeed, try again.
Dude, he was just a few frames late to beat the breakaway. Slink breaks away, Big Zo flies over the corpse, and he's like, oh shoot, he's back there. I'm just gonna fly right back with that square rave. And he's gonna take game one in a very kind of like scrambly situation at both end games. But Big Zo comes out on top of both those rounds.
Wow, and that was looking pretty good there. I mean, it was a solid back and forth. I mean, it wasn't too far off. Let's see.
Exactly.
How,
and no character
answer back here.
Right, no character switch from Slink. He's gonna stay in Sindel. I don't think I saw a variation switch. So I think they believe that the damage is what they need in this matchup. And you know, just a few things. Oh, never mind. They're going to the zoning variation.
Ah, okay.
Exactly. So this is the one I think we were expecting coming into this. I don't think the first variation was the wrong choice, but this one definitely is going to give her some nice tools that the other one didn't. All right, good confirm that forward 4. All right, he's going to block the overhead. Good tech. And we're seeing right away. Look how the zoning game is going. But full screen counter. You don't see that one come out too often in neutral, but it's going to come into play there. Big thing to mind though is that you can't use that for anti-breakaway anymore. You can't get that crushing blow on that. So we'll see how that plays in later on.
Oh wow, and another crushing. 2 in this one round here. Okay.
Exactly.
You better make it count because you're so close to just lose your own life bar here.
Exactly. He lost a lot trying to zone out this variation. He doesn't even really have the life lead. And doesn't hold that button down though. So he's gonna hold on to that down 2 crushing blow.
I mean, at this life point, like that makes sense though, right? Like it's.
I don't think it does.
Maybe
though.
it doesn't anymore.
So that was an extensive loss there from Big Zo, but he still got fatal blow. So there's still a lot of damage potential there. And Katana in general, it's fairly hard, especially in this variation. So I don't think damage is gonna be his problem, but Slink keep holding on to all that stuff and good punish that booty bump. He's got a few more crushing blows we don't know about, so.
Yeah, definitely. Here we go.
All right. What's the Oki here? All right, after this backs off, looks for that read, but doesn't get it.
Nice counter hit here.
All right,
Luckily, Hazel's here, just getting out of dodge, just in case of, continue the block string. Okay.
Exactly. That cancel pressure is really nice for Sindel. And there's a little anti-breakaway combo there. Doesn't get it, but still gonna get the damage from it. I love the way they're using. Oh, again, how much is they gonna die from this? No, still alive. Oh, breakaway!
Spades.
Ooh, this is brutal because you can't let Slink breathe right now, or else they're gonna hit up that orb again. Big Zo's got to go in right now, and he knows it.
Yeah.
I felt that in my heart. That was a great read right there. Knew that he couldn't let him get the orb out, and just goes in. And now we've got Slink in the corner. Oof. That crushing blow, that's not a trade you want to take right now if you're Big Zo. And gets caught with the overhead. Slink guesses right though at the end of the 4-4 there, and he's going to get a nice punish for his trouble. And he's going to spend another crushing blow.
Jeez, just getting caught with these counter hits left and right here.
Exactly, and a great confirm there.
Wow.
Go in here. Now, annoying thing is that booty bump does have pushback on hit, so he's not really, he doesn't really get to stay in there unless he amplifies it like this.
Oh, caught the anti-air scream here. Gonna try to zone out. One more will do it here.
Can't let him set the yard. And the forward 4 comes in, so 1-1.
Yeah, look at him.
And they're very, very back and forth. I'm excited to see how this set plays out.
It's definitely been a really good set here. Slink finding an answer using zoning Sindel. What a smart swap here from Slink.
Right, I think that low shot. I mean, if you saw this the very first few seconds of that first round, last game, Big Zo built up a big life lead with that zoning. This game, Slink takes that life lead with that zoning.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see coming in this game too. How is Big Zo gonna play the start of this match? Is he gonna try to do that slow pace zoning style, or is he going in at the very start of this game 3?
All right. Going in this winner's finals matchup here.
We're gonna go here on the car. Thing I think we should point out, because we were on the desert stage the last 2 games. We're on car and ship now. There is no command grab kind of interactable in this corner, so we're gonna see a little. Might not see the jaws get broken, but you know, this stage has got some stuff to play with as well.
Wow,
that's a tough punish. I'm not gonna lie, but really good reversal punish on that low, on those kind of air shots. It's very good knowledge from Big Zo.
Slink already spent both offensive beaters here and just getting nothing off of it here. I'm not sure the cost was really worth it because, wow, crushing blow right away.
Right, and now Big Zo gets to have so much fun.
Oh my. Yo, the float almost dead here. This is looking real bad.
Jump to float and it connected. I didn't know if that was going to work, but, you know, Big Zo knows this character inside and out, so.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm sure he was confident. Alright, now Slink doesn't have breakaway yet, so Big Zo's going to get max damage here, and he's going to cash out with the little gut slit.
Nice anti-air.
Really good catches that little panic breakaway there from Big Zo. Alright, now he doesn't get clipped at the end of that crushing blow. He stays patient. He's going to block that in there. And now let's see what the Oki is here, and good jump out just to kind of get above that down 4. Ooh, false block, no punish. And are they going to send the fatal blow? Are they going to spend it? Looks like we're going to get it. Yeah, this is a lot of damage.
Yeah, honestly, I'd take it, get that life lead back here.
Alright, I don't think it's going to kill. Yeah, these heals aren't that big.
Nice cancel. Really good stuff here. Slink taking the round here.
Just a quick cancel into the forward 4 mid. Catches him trying to, I think, hit a button or do something. And
a lot of resources spent here in consideration of these crushing blows.
Exactly. I think, you know, if you're Big Zo, you're annoyed you lost that round, but you're also, your heart beat's going to steady a little bit, knowing you don't have to deal with that screen crushing blow anymore. Let's see, Slink taking a really nice good zoning game, but Katana bringing out these parries, the projectile parries, is going to get a little bit big damage boost with that. Nothing you see too often, but it can come in handy in certain matchups. Let's go and
block into punish. Okay.
Exactly. Big Zo's been getting unpunished on that stuff for a whole tournament. And I see Slink in this longer set kind of adapting to that.
Biggs. Uh-oh. All right, we got the air zoning in. Keep themselves out of the range of the fans. All right.
All right, Big Zo's in. And they've got Fatal Blow. Let's see. I'm curious to see how he's going to use this Fatal Blow, because if he gets a nice confirm, he could take this, and
wow,
that charge scream is going to take that. Now, it is first to 3, so this is an early fatality, but I think Slink's feeling pretty confident now.
You know, wants an extended break. Doesn't want it to go right back into another round. And of course, you know, probably needs Katana's head for the crypt. You know, no big deal. No big deal.
I don't think you get heads in private matches. I don't know if you do.
They don't count? Ah, I've been wasting my time. Damn it.
Oh, I was dumb enough. I didn't do the glitch when that was first there, so I don't know what else is in the crypt, but
yeah, there's plenty in the crypt that keeps refreshing. I was like so gung ho. I'm going to open every box, and then they kept releasing skins. Well, I'm good.
yeah, I got my characters loadout, so I'm happy. I don't need to keep going
exactly.
In there. But all right, no variation switch. Not that I was expecting one, but Big Zo's gonna stick with this katana.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that the game plan's too wrong, right? I think that he made a good adjustments. Kind of went in a little bit more. Kind of stayed away from that zoning game, which he's not gonna win against this in that variation.
Yeah, I mean, the fanfare was a smart choice there. But I'm not sure that 100% of like the benefits of fanfare are like really being shown off here, like making that the ideal choice. So let's see what happens.
Right. I mean, he's going for that grounded square wave a lot, and he's starting to get punished on that. I'd like him to kind of ease back a bit and more play around the threat of it. But let's see how he's going to use it, because this zoning can be frustrating, and you know that ground wave goes above that low shot, so it's still a really nice tool.
Good trip guard here.
Yeah, great back. That's a scary button to play with. That hits low, it launches, and kind of moves her backs out of the way. So it's very hard to play with. That's a dominant round, putting her on match point here.
Yeah, that fatality sent a message here. You're actually dead. Like literally, you pressing buttons are weak right now. Oh wow, nice get up here. Let's see.
Exactly how Big Zo's coming with these fans. Stuffs out a scream there. We've seen. There was no amplified game, so no punish opportunity there. He gets the back throw. He's gonna throw some fans off this, and I think he recognized that he was just out of the range that jump too, and decided to create a little space for himself. Alright. Jumping a little bit more. Good breed, stuffs any 4-4 stagger coming out of that.
Wow, actually really good patience here from Big Zone.
Exactly, that dash up throw is really nice. Now he's sitting on a really nice life lead here.
Oh, wow, nice butt slam to close it out here. All right, match point for Slink still, but Big Zo fighting to stay alive.
Exactly, great adaptation from Big Zo. Let's see how this goes in. Big Zo playing really patient here. Kind of fished out all of Slink's offensive bar so far. And let's see. Big Zo's jumping a lot more than I think that he's been. Ooh. Oh, wow.
And
that'll help you get back in on this.
Yeah, no kidding.
And, are we back to the desert stage with these interactions?
Yeah, we are.
All right, this is it. He's gonna go for it. Oh, he drops it. Oh, that hurts. But you see, every blocked fan, it's gonna add up here, especially with this little health bar. And Slink just kind of fishing for these kind of like air mine games that they'll get to play. All right. No, Big Zo's one throw away, but Slinko's got the Screen Crushable and they got Fatal Blow, and that's gonna be it. Slink taking it from Big Zo. I'm like 90% sure it's gonna kill, but yeah, Big Zo's dead. Slink's gonna move on to Winner's Side Grand Finals.
Yes.
And they're gonna let Big Zo know about it.
Unbelievable.
Alright, good performance by Big Zo. You're gonna see him in losers finals versus whoever makes it out of that loser side bracket.
It looks like, okay, we do have some updates on the loser side bracket. Unfortunately, that semi-losers match we're going to miss out on. Zintai versus Kayla Clutch. Zintai took it 2-0 over Kayla Clutch here. So that means Zintai is sitting pretty in losers finals here. We'll be going up against Big Zo in losers final.
Yeah, we're going to get to see, I mean, these three players, I think going through this, watching this tournament, I think pretty good bet. These 3 players are going to make this in top 3, and Big Zo left the Koth. We're going to have to get him back in here. But yeah, I think the 3 characters that 3 players that we definitely had the most to talk about this tournament, kind of sitting here in the finals, and I'm excited to see how this plays out.
Yeah, it's almost as though at this point we kind of had the hard read here. We almost expected it at this point, right? Oh man. But honestly, good matches all around. Interesting play from everybody. Of course, lots more of a defensive and zoning play we've seen thus far in this bracket, which is it's not easy to do any sort of zoning in any fighting game. Like, you have to have patience. You have to be good at defense. You really have to plan out ahead of what's going on. And most of all, like, if someone gets in on you, you definitely have to know how to get them out of your range again and back into that zoning position you were so dominant at.
Especially in this game where, like, you get so much good movement with your wave dashes. A lot of characters got teleports, and when the characters get in, they got a lot of really good safe pressure, which is the key thing. It's not as impressive as it was in MKX, but it's really nice and safe. You're going for throws and shimmies a lot of the times, and that kind of makes it a little hard to play some of these more defensive-oriented characters. But these 3 players are really making it work.
No, absolutely. All right. And of course, guys, don't forget, Low Kick has this wonderful, wonderful opportunity to be working with the Arc Revo World Tour with their Arc Revo America Online bracket for the Midwest. Signups are available now. They are capped. So make sure you get on those signups as soon as possible. We're looking at Grand Blue and, of course, BB Tag for hosting by Low Kick. So definitely get in on those signups there as soon as possible. Don't want to miss out on such a tremendous event.
Yeah, it's a really cool at Low Kick is going to be hosting that, and I'm kind of excited to see kind of Grand Blue in particular, because that game really hasn't gotten its chance in the spotlight yet, and it's kind of a shame it kind of came out at the wrong time. But with Grand Evo coming around, I think it's going to get that shot.
Yeah, Arc Revo being such an important pinnacle for anime games. It unfortunately, like, we don't have all the Arc Revo games on the west side in the States, at least. Just the Grand Blue and BB Tag, but at least we have something, and Grand Blue is going to be on a stage here that's going to be just as massive as this losers final stage between Big Zo and Zintai out here.
Exactly, just as massive. Now I'm curious to see how Big Zo plays this, because like in that last set, they don't really get to do the zoning here. It's kind of hard to trade with his corpse drops here, and you're see using that interact. He's in now. All right.
Nice.
Drops to confirm, and Big Zo and Zentai's gonna get some good damage off of this, and the full screen, which is almost more important than that damage. Keeping him out. All right, big punish.
But yeah, the punish there is gonna just make it. Here you go.
Come off that crushing blow again. And yeah, that's a really hard situation there. You got no defensive bar, just kind of make your way back in. Really nice round for Zintai.
Yeah, but like I said after the last game, once you get pushed back out of the zoning situation, like, all that work that you do, it's so demoralizing when you get thrown back out of there, where you have to cross the minefield that is of all these fireballs, all these corpses dropping.
Right, and especially when you're playing a character like Katana that's got this really nice way to get in, but it's really unsafe. You're just like, man, I gotta do it, and it can get you killed sometimes, like it did that round. All right, but Big Zo's no stranger to this moment. I'm sure he's not panicking.
Yeah,
he's still moving in.
Big Zo is definitely walking down Zintai, already backed into the corner here, but you have to open up Zintai here. Already has a pretty even light. Okay, nice flawless block.
Nice flawless block. Doesn't get the damage that he probably wanted out of it. He does get the corner control. But Zentai's just gonna jump out with those little cross-up jump kicks that are really hard to anti-air, but Big Zo coming in one in the zone.
Oh wow, there we go. Got the fancer. Oh, the call out on the throw, or the roll rather. Okay, here? Get up attack here.
I know Zentai's spending a lot of meter to get out there. Exactly. Zintai is going to get his defensive bar back, so he's going to make up some losses there, but neither player really spending crushing blows that round, neither player using that fatal blow, so these characters are sitting pretty and a lot of resources going into this last round. Okay, I think we just saw something that it's probably going to be a big deal as this match progresses, that square wave punishing those ground skulls from Shang Tsung. You know, as this match progresses, we're gonna see that a little bit more. And I think that's why I think that's why we're seeing Big Zo going with these corpse drops instead. And just zooming across the screen.
I mean, these openings here, of course, that's 50% health. Finally taking the life lead back here. In range of Zintai. Oh, no punish off the roll. Gets scooped.
Now it's the forward throw, so he's not going to get cornered, but he is going to get screen control, which has been really nice to him this set. Alright, sticking to the zoning. Zintai, he's down, but he's got the fatal blow, so this life lead's a little deceptive for Big Zo right now.
Fishing for that closer range here to get in. Uh-oh. All right, back out at full screen range and into Blades we go to take the game, actually. First game going to Big Zo.
Very impressive comeback after that. With some people consider a demoralizing round one. Makes great adaptations, get in his face a little bit. And just really impressive that game one from Big Zo right there.
Oh man, and that's so nerve-wracking. Like, honestly, big props to Big Zo's defensive play, because it, again, like I said, it's tough closing that gap against somebody that's gonna consistently zone out against you, even after you've been knocked away so many times. Like, it's mental endurance.
Exactly.
Important match.
Now let's see what variations Intai is gonna go for, because he's thinking about it. He's sitting on the screen. He's gonna go back to Warlock. I don't think there's a wrong decision between these variations, but you know, I think Warlock's gonna have that better punish game, which I think he's probably wants to lean on a little bit more than the Shake. Right. I mean, the zoning from Katana wasn't even the problem, right? I mean, he was winning. That's the game he wants to play.
Exactly.
And that damage.
The Shang Tsung zoning, I think, is going to take control of the match here, and Katana that's where Zintai got mixed up at. Zintai was doing solid in defense. It just took those couple of openings, and of course Big Zo went superbly optimal in those openings there to get as much damage as possible.
Exactly, and I like how Big Zo's playing this, being very patient, just kind of moving in, blocking those skulls. You know, I mean, he's got...
Ooh! Know about that one yet. All right, forward throw. You're
that was
already
an input error. I'm gonna go out on a limb. All right, and, breaks away at the end, takes all the damage for it too, and comes off that bar. That's disappointing if you're Big Zo. And that's a plus on block kick. Let's see, plus frames there, and he's gonna use it to back up and take the screen control again. Warlock's looking like the good right pick for me.
Yeah.
I know Big Zo gets back in there. He's not going to come out for him there.
Round 2, fight.
Zintai has one on the board here, but you know, this is the exact same position Zintai was in last game.
Exactly. Now he's going for these corpse drops, and I think he's recognizing Big Zo wants to throw fans, and now he's switching to corpse drops.
Right.
Really smart adaptation. But he's not going to spend the crushing blow, but he is going to look for the breakaway. He doesn't get it, but he's going to get corner control for it. Alright.
Oh, good anti-air. Nice extension here.
Really nice. Now he's going to put him back into this dirty mattress here.
Someone should really think about just getting rid of that.
I feel like there's a lot of other places you want to start with, like this chainsaw right here that Big Zo has access to, and a good punish. Yeah, you know, I'll tell you one place that's a lot cleaner than this joint. That's Ignite.
Ignite is actually pretty clean, and they're actually all those proceeds from that match arena are going to go help to make sure that your stick remains clean. So take this opportunity to put some donations toward.
Every time I've been in Ignite, I've seen no dirty matches, no chainsaws, nothing. So
I would be concerned if Ignite had chainsaws at any time of the year that isn't Halloween. So
if Ignite had chainsaws laying around, I don't know if we'd be doing this fundraiser, but
are you kidding me? The Resident Evil 4 chainsaw controller? Not even that?
I'm sorry, what?
You don't remember? Wait a minute. How old are you, Ninja Bacon?
It's Bacon Lord. All right, that's the meme name in the Discord. I'm 19, buddy.
Okay, all
How
right.
old are you?
Look, I'm old enough to remember
Dude.
that Resident Evil 4 had a chainsaw controller.
Dude,
And
you
I've
were
yet to see
talking.
a Smash player using it.
Dude, you were talking about 2013 KI, and I'm just like, okay, buddy.
All right, back in my day.
Well, let's talk about the present right now, and that is this matchup in losers finals right now. And this is a very slow-paced start, pretty even so far.
Yeah.
But I mean, these corpse traps add up. You gotta be careful about this. Great square weight to get in there. Right, those ground skulls are not instant. You can, if you have good movement, you can get by them. But yeah, we'll see how Big Zo plays this here. Good standing three. Just kind of catch his forward movement there. He's gonna go back to the zoning game.
Okay, already spent a little offensive meter here. No meter available for Big Zo. Definitely has to make a move without any health left over. And again, exact same situation these last two games.
Exactly, the punish on that square wave. It's getting him killed. He got away with it a lot earlier in the bracket, but then he's coming back to fight him here.
I almost feel like the stage is kind of playing against Big Zo, because remember the first stage was Shirai Ryu Fire Garden, and you had the interactable to close this gap here, and now you have to play true neutral. That sledgehammer ain't gonna carry you across the screen.
No, but it's not gonna matter when he's got corner control like this. Although he's gonna sacrifice the damage for it. See, he's gonna jump over. No, but
Oh,
that was clever. That was clever as hell.
Yo, get the
All right.
full punish. Okay.
You know, damage again. Let's see what the mind game is here. And he's gonna put himself in the corner. I don't know if I like that. Even if he gets this round, I mean, he's losing the screen control here, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, unless you carry him all the way to the other side of the wall. But you're losing ground. You're getting walked out here.
Yeah, Zentai's walking him down now.
Three. Here we go.
All right, so now we're going in this match point for Zentai, but Zentai, I think, likes this screen way more than Big Zo is right now.
It's a good start. Ball is in your court here. Okay,
All right,
he
see.
spent all the resources.
Doing a good job blocking him. Big Zo's blocking a lot. All that health he's lost right there, that's chip damage right there. So you can't sit patiently too much. Gotta make some call outs. Yeah,
Fireball to the butt. Unbelievable.
Just made him talk to the hand there.
No.
All right, now he's gonna use that Demon's Bar. He's gonna roll out, give himself even more position to work with here. And a good flawless block. He's gonna let him get in there a little bit more, and I like that backup. Just look for the whiff.
Really working on trades here. Yeah, I mean, Zentai has the life lead. Of course, keep zoning. Even though you're getting walked down slowly but surely here. Big jump in. All right, into throw.
You know,
what's the
all that doesn't matter. We walked him down the corner in here, and I like the didn't get to confirm, but he's got screen control now, and
oh no! Reaching forward again.
That was
so
brave. But he's got punished. He doesn't think it's a bar yet, and just barely gets it.
Yeah.
And he's gonna get caught for the overhead, but no confirming the fatal blow. He's still alive, but you gotta watch this chip. All right, you can't get.
Oh my goodness! That one unbelievable! Talking about running the needle, Big Zo takes it 2-1. One more game, moves on to grand final. Let's see if Big Zo's got it. Oh my god!
If Big Zo blocked the down one, he was dead.
Yeah. I
Big
can't.
Zo.
Oh man.
Cheating death to stay alive in this tournament, and it's gonna be 2-1 Zentai.
Oh jeez. All right, you got one more shot here.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. I can't, like, the audacity for you to just butt slam in, and then you what?
I mean, it's panic scenario, right? Desperate times, desperate measures, and he's coming back. You know, that butt slam got punished a few times, but when he needed it the most, it comes in handy for him. Let's see. Let's watch the variation. I doubt he's gonna switch. I think Warlock's still right for him.
Yeah, Warlock is still doing really well. It's Zentai's just getting robbed at these end game scenarios, honestly.
Right. I think I said 2-1 earlier, but I think it's 2-2 actually, if I'm not mistaken.
Is it?
Maybe God will tell me. Who knows?
thought it was 2-1 here.
The
That's
voice
I've
of
been looking
God.
at the
All right.
Don't give Zintai free points here. You got to earn it.
All right.
Although, I mean, honestly, Zintai probably is feeling the opposite way. It should be 2-1 in their favor.
Yeah, this was oh, my memory sucks, but Zintai definitely playing well enough that it could have been 2-1. But now with Big Zo sitting nice and pretty in a matchup that I think it looks rougher, but he looks pretty rough, but he's been making it work.
Here we go, Shirai Ryu, Fire Guard and backdrop.
All right, really good punish there with the low skulls. Gonna make up, give him a nice life lead here. And if you're Big Zo, you gotta play it a little bit more patiently, like you were that last round.
There's the interactable. Oh, gets immediately. No.
You gotta aim those corpse drops. So he was ready when he saw him leap up, kind of move that corpse drop a little back and catch him out of the air.
Yeah, honestly, brilliant play here. Oh, caught the roll though.
Right, good interact. We'll get out of that corner. I was just about to mention Big Zo doing a good job walking him down, but Zintai's ready for it. Big Zo, Zintai technically is a life lead, but I'd almost give this to Big Zo just because he's got Fatal Blow equipped right now.
But we'll see here. Big Zo's not letting it rip quite yet. Has the distance gain to work with here. Big butt slam to start. No, just catch the roll, but gets out of dodge there for a punish with the Fatal Blow to take the round.
Zintai whiffs his Oki after the roll. And I think he didn't punish. I think he was trying to backdash to look for something, but Big Zo just claps his fans together, catches him.
You gotta be feeling it now if you're Zintai. It's the most frustrating thing when you have the slam dunk punish and it just doesn't connect.
Right.
Oh,
Big Zo, he's in there. I really like how he spaces him out and he's whiffing that square wave right in front of him just to kind of avoid that punish situation. It's a really nice adaptation for Big Zo in this final round.
Nice fan.
All right.
Oh, wow. Run into the heel.
Yeah, just sticking his foot out there, letting him walk into it. And Zintai's sitting a nice life lead, but now it's corner. Let's see this interactable comes into play here. It looks like he's just going to force his way out the old-fashioned way.
Combo with Fireball, alright.
Alright, now Zintai just putting everything on the screen, looking for a trade, just to clip this last health bar in there, and that's a rough spot. He's up in your face, you got no D bar and plus frames. Zintai's going to take that next round.
Let's see if you got the work. Close this gap here. A little bit ahead on resources here for Big Zo. Now they're all spent.
Again, look at these trades that he's taking. Look at that. Big Zo's health bar is already like a quarter down.
It's those fans not doing enough damage here. Corpses coming out.
Corpse drop's such a good move from Shang. But Big Zo's got him in the corner here. I imagine he's trying to play this a little slower just to bait up that interactable. A good flawless block there.
Too, because he could have interrupted that string from Zintai. Just nothing off of it. No down one.
Yeah, I mean, like, that you might want to go for the up two there, but you go for that up two, then the next read's a little more dangerous so you don't get that breakaway. So he might be valuing that breakaway a little bit more.
Okay, all right. The roll is looking pretty even here. No more Fatal Blow for you, but Zintai has a Fatal Blow of their own. Oh, nice anti-air. Not enough to get a full string quite yet.
Doesn't convert.
Oh, no.
Zintai's sitting nice.
Yeah, trades are going to be in big. Oh, the scoop to start. This is a big start here. Zintai is in the life lead here.
And one trade and Zintai takes.
What a trade. That's 2-2. We're going the full distance, ladies and gentlemen.
I need to get some water after that one. Hold on. I'm ready to go. Whew.
Holy smokes.
2 back-to-back kind of wild finishes there.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, if only fans just did a little bit more damage here, and then that could have been, a different story. But Zintai, very confident in these fireballs.
It's not just the fireballs. I think the story, the set, is that corpse drop.
Yeah.
It's such a scary thing to deal with, but you do have to aim it. It is directional, which means that, I mean, that square wave can come in really good handy when you got to deal with that. But it looks like Zentai's gonna go back to Warlock. No surprise here.
Yeah.
I don't think this is not a matchup problem for him. I think this is just Big Zo making some great decisions. And we'll see. I think when Big Zo gets that corner, he gets so much mileage out of that. And Zentai is by no means a bad defensive player. In fact, he's really good. But I think if you're Zentai, you're... Oh,
no.
Do we have a dead controller?
Yo, we take those.
Oh, okay. All right, we're back.
Yo, we take those.
We're back. Wait.
What is happening?
Okay. All right. We're back. The quick teabag signify we're ready to go. Good sportsmanship from Zentai.
Indeed. Yeah.
But
really
he is gonna take the full screen, right? He's gonna take the full screen.
Yeah. I don't know. You're more honorable than I am. I definitely want to just wrap that up real quick. Like, all right, here we go.
You know the characters I play. I would take it on a heart. We would be on round 2 right now, man.
Well, fortunately, no money on the line, only pride. So, of course, take the honorable route here.
Like you said, sometimes better man than I am. Getting back to this match, Big Zo off a little bit dance fan, doing a good job kind of bringing this back a little bit, but Zentai is definitely still in control. Big down 2 there though. Alright, you're so scared to trade here if you're Big Zo right now. Even just blocking his fireballs. It's a flawless block there, so he's gonna avoid a chip out. And one clip and fatal blow.
Left, actually.
Yeah, just hold that block button. Don't let go. Don't worry about throws.
Yeah, that'll wrap up the
time out. Yeah, good recognizing that clock there from Zentai.
Round 2, fight.
No, but Big Zo does have this corner control here, and we talked about before how much work Big Zo does get in this, but I am pretty sure there's a corner escape on this stage, so maybe Zentai is a little bit more willing to back up than he would be on some other stages.
Wow. Okay, the float, no air to air, just goes for throw. All right.
Right. Big Zo keeping him right next to that reptile statue cardboard, but Zentai with that corner escape, not gonna get out of the corner, but he is gonna push Big Zo back a little bit more to give him some more space to work with here. And Zentai sitting on set point, looking good, but just gets over that katana at the top of the screen there. Alright, again, you gotta start looking at these trades, but Fatal Blow is here. One confirmed, and that's gonna be the round, but Zentai's gonna take it.
Well, that'll do it here. Zentai advancing back from the lower bracket, the loser's half, into the winner's side, or back into the grand final side, rather.
Right. Yeah, Zentai. Yeah. Unfortunate how that first round, this last game, kind of started off. Not much you can do about that, but
right.
Just a great set in general. Tons of crazy finishes, a lot of really good adaptation, and I'm excited for this grand finals. We're going to see this run back from Slink and Zentai.
Absolutely. But before we get into this grand finals here, we got a few more things we want to mention here. Let's go right into it here. Of course, we have that Low Kick Online 27. That's coming up this Tuesday. Under Night in Birth, EXE, late clear. Look, man, Uniclear. You know what it is. You know what time it is. Definitely sign up for that. That's going to be September 1st. Get in on those anime games. And of course, big shout outs to that Matcherino as well. Definitely check it out. Super important. $160.99 is where we're at right now. That's LKO 26 FGC for that contributor code to get that free 50 cents into the pot. That helps out Ignite Gaming Lounge specifically for this bracket here today and all the other brackets that are going on later on today. Because right after this, we have that Guilty Gear. There's those free quests off to the side there. If you haven't done them yet, feel free to do so. It helps out to give you free moolahs for that pot there. And try to stay up ahead of the leaderboards here of all those top contributors. And then next, of course, we do have one more big shout out to Central Illinois FGC as well. Definitely check them out. They're switching over to a monthly format as opposed to the weekly there. So be sure to give them a couple follows here on that Twitter and Discord as well to stay up to date on all the events that they'll be running. So big shout out to Central Illinois. And then, of course, one more final shout out for that Arc Revo event as well. Make sure you sign up for it. It is a capped sign up. So if you're playing Grand Blue or BB Tag, get on these signups. I don't want to hear any cry, any whine to get fit back into this because it's not going to happen. All right, so here we are. Grand Finals match. Zintai up against Slink.
Right, now Zintai going straight to this Warlock variation. You know, we saw him make the switch to Ninja variation at the end of the last set. Looks like he wasn't too happy with that, so he's going to go right back to Warlock here up against Slink in the Grand Finals.
Yeah, okay, going for these big trades here right off the get. Of course, a run back here. Slink went 2-0 earlier over Zintai.
Right.
Take the W this time around here. Oh, big overhead into Fatal Blow we go.
Is this going to kill? I think it will.
No, man.
There's part of me, there's something in me that's telling me.
How much health he's got?
Wait, what's like these heals?
Told you it ain't gonna happen.
Just barely. Yeah, spend a little bit more. Do a little bit more to get it. But Slink's gonna take this round anyway.
Yeah.
But I do think Zintai playing this a lot better than he did last set. Didn't he go straight to the Ninja variation, sticking with Warlock, and I think it's gonna work. I think it's the right decision here. All right, big punish. Good 26% and a monster life lead right now for Zintai. It's gonna be hard for Slink. Slink's probably just gonna look for corner control here, just trying to put himself in a better position for the next round. But you know, no fatal blows. It'll be hard to steal this, but I mean, hey, corner control here. If you're gonna get Oki off this throw, never say never.
See, I don't know about the 4-3. Because that's going to push you back, get you punished by the ground skulls there.
Right. Now, I will say that is a part of the mind game here. She is safe after she does that. Right. So let's see next time she does that. Maybe she looks at those ground skulls. Maybe a flawless block comes in. That's a big mind game you need to keep in mind when Sindel's on the screen.
Exactly. Nice breakaway off the throw here. Getting this full screen advantage that Zintai's been favoring here. Okay.
Yeah, Zintai making his comeback even just with the zoning here, and he's going to take this life lead back.
Corpse drop. Corpses. Let the bodies hit the floor.
Yeah, I love the way Slink is moving, though. They're not standing still and throwing projectiles. They're moving. They're constantly avoiding that corpse drop. And they're sneaking in these projectiles when they can, and it's doing a lot of work for them.
Wow. Excellent spacing there for the low fireball here from Slink. Opting for the side swap throw. Oh, this is
he's going to get Oki off of that in the overhead.
Oh, committing with the screen. That's going to catch the roll.
The very end of the active frames there is going to catch him standing up from that roll. Really good composure there from Slink. Man.
Honestly, wow. We talked about threading these needles here. You know, making it by the skin of your teeth, and that's all this whole final few games have been. Like, it's insane out here.
Exactly. This is exciting. We're getting some great Mortal Kombat play here. Now, I think going to the character select screen, we gotta watch the variation select. Does he want to go to the Ninja variation now, or is he sticking on Warlock? I think Warlock. The variation was not the problem there. It was just a few good reads from Slink at the end, and I think Zintai is doing a really good job at getting a lot of use out of this variation's tools.
Yep, I would agree here. It's gonna be like this constant back and forth between these two. Lots of mind games going on, especially for the knowledge that we got from the last set that these two played against each other.
Exactly. Now, quick amplified screen there, just get that first hit, and this early momentum for Slink. Slink going in a lot more than we've seen at the start of these last few games.
Yeah, definitely not giving Zintai any room to breathe here.
Right, and I already walked them to the corner, but Zintai pushing them right back out.
Oh, okay.
Really good dash up to kind of cover, kind of get past those skulls. A nice little punish. But Zentai kind of bring this back a little bit more. Slink coming off some meter here. Now, no resources and a great punish. You get a nice 20%. Slink right back in there. Like we said, that life lead already gone, just trading with one of those corpse drops, and this is a nail biter of the first round.
Yeah, honestly, like one. Oh, there it is, the punish there.
So what we say, right? Shang Tsung's got a great zoning, but outside of that straight fireball, he's got to place all his other tools. So if you're moving a lot, you're kind of getting around the screen, you can get past that thing, and he's just, finger banging the floor 10 feet behind you. You can get the punish that you want.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'll give you that one. I'll let you have that one. And big choke out here for the throw into the corner. Nice life lead here. Oh, it's a cancel? Okay.
All right, he's going to push himself out of the corner. This life lead's dead even here, and he's going to clip him.
You spoke too soon there. Holy smokes, that crushing blow.
The slow overhead just gets stuffed up and confirms in the crushing blow. With Slink, with this really good movement, he's going to take it right back. And that's the round.
Got caught moving. That's a fatal blow to take the game. 2-0. Slink is not giving Zentai the opportunity to reset this bracket here.
First you don't succeed, try again. That first overhead got stuffed out in that crushing blow. What does Slink do? Comes right back with it, jump into that overhead, and then confirms right into fatal blow. And that's going to give them the game 2, going on the winner side of grand finals.
Yeah, Slink is out here like, I don't believe in punishes. I don't believe that you think I'm going to learn from the punishes you are sending my way. So, oh man, Slink out here being committed.
Yep, really, really solid play there, and like we said, nail biters in all these rounds, but Slink just making some of those few micro decisions that are going to give them the game. And you see Zentai sitting on variation. Whatever he picks, he's going to be locked in for at least until he gets a reset. So this is a big decision for him.
Zentai is big thinking here. Let's see. Do we close it out here? Grand final, Slink's looking to do it.
All right, now he's going to go back to Warlock. I think this is the right call, but I like him taking a moment just to think about it, just to breathe a little bit, just to kind of relax. Because he's gotta play out of his mind going forward here.
Right, match point here for Slink. Zentai has to put in this work here, has to get the closeouts. We're getting to the end point, but just not able to get the finish.
Zentai starting out pretty nice in the zoning war, doing good use of these corpse drops, but Slink gets in, but gets right back out with a quick 1-1-2.
Yeah, it's crazy because you're right. Zentai is doing great with zoning here, but Slink is getting used to this pattern, getting used to when to block. Oh no, catching these back dashes, just catching Zentai just open in the corner here. Oh man, another overhead. Oh my god!
Short hop. Good throw attack to save the round and go right into a fatal blow.
Yeah, definitely has to do it here. Resetting the neutral.
Yeah, great composer for Zentai. He's going to get a round off of this.
Oh, wow.
As long as New puts in his work here, and he does.
I know he was laughing there, but I feel like he was stretching his back because he got really hurt there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what a noob teleport does to your spine like that,
Exactly. Switching between 4 or 5 different stances at that age.
Oof. But Carrie's got it. Yeah, he does his Pilates. He'll be fine. But we'll see. Zentai's sitting pretty comfortable here. He's got a little over. Never mind. I was about to mention a life lead, but
may do Pilates here, but Slink and Sindel, they're out here doing Zumba. no. All right, get the beams here.
Pressure.
Looking really tough here. Nice cancel.
All right, now you know, distance and plus frames here. He's gonna get the corner.
Oh wow, get up attack here.
I'll pick up here now. Fatal Blow is available for Slink. That's a great neutral tool for Sindel.
And that will take the round here. Here we go. Zintai not out of this yet.
Exactly, that 1-1, such an important part of Shane's offense. It's a great auto shimmy. You can stagger it. There's a follow-up that's got plus frames on it. And he just kind of dashes up, meaties for that 1-1, and it's going to catch him. And, you know, it's just solid fundamentals there from Zintai is going to help him get on the board here.
Yeah, absolutely. But like you said, such a long road ahead here. It gives Slink the opportunity to make a couple adjustments here, which I don't think we're going to see one. But Zintai has to remain committed here. And we'll see how this next match turns out.
I'm sure we'll see some adjustments, but maybe not the character select screen. Yeah, exactly. Going back to Royal Dinian. I think the game plan from Slink's right. It's these micro decisions coming down to every single match so far.
Yeah.
Zintai just plays a little bit more calm. I will say though, Slink lost a lot of life at like the beginning parts of that round where in that zoning, which is not something that happened last two. Normally went the other way. So I think Slink, you got to minimize those early losses if you want to kind of come out on top here.
Exactly. Already closing the gap here, but Zintai immediately pushing away.
Yep, great punish here from a little an overextension there from Slink. And Zintai's going to get this screen, which he's been valuing so much throughout this tournament.
Oh, wow. Nice using the interactable to close that gap.
Exactly. Now the forward force dagger right back into it, and he's going to get corner.
Oh, man. Fortunately, did not get punished on that roll here. No interrupt. Just goes for the flawless block.
Yeah, no defensive bar there, but you know that flawless block is still going to end the pressure there from Zintai, which is super valuable.
Yeah. Wow.
And like we said, Slink, there was no life lead to be worried about there. Makes great adjustments, goes in here, and now they got corner control, and that's brutal if you're Zintai.
Oh, the cancel it again!
The overhead.
The down to crushing blow. Oh my goodness, this is about wrapped up here. Signing the death certificate here for Zintai.
Now Zintai's going to take away the flawless, at least from Slink. That's the start of this mountain he's got to climb.
Yeah.
No anti-air, but he's in the corner.
Okay, punish. Good air-to-air to trade out, and that'll do it. Slink's coming out 3-1 over Zintai here to win this grand finals.
Yeah, great performance there from Slink. I think this Royal Adenian Sindel, it's not something you see a ton, but I think we should probably start seeing a little bit more of it because it's got some insane neutral control with that low fireball.
Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, I'm curious to see how this variation goes up against other zoning characters or like characters that can control the neutral with fireballs, much like Shang Tsung here. So it'll be interesting to see how that turns out. And like we've been saying throughout this bracket, online is a different space right now. We're in a point where we're just learning these characters, really, fleshing them out here. I mean, Sindel has been out for a little bit, but I mean, still kind of one of those newer characters to the cast. So it hasn't been explored like some of the base cast, and really interested to see how that turns out here. All right.
Right. And a quick shout out to all of our other competitors, right? Not everyone got to get on stream, but our top three in particular was Slink, Zintai, and Big Show both had great performances throughout that tournament. And they all got to play each other, which is kind of fun.
All right. Yeah, no, absolutely. And of course, everyone that tuned in, thank you so very much for doing so. Of course, this isn't the last game of the day. We have plenty more going on. Of course, all the proceeds in that match Reno sitting at $162.99 right now is going towards to help Ignite Gaming Lounge and this pretty rough time with COVID-19. Of course, any donations that you can perhaps spare is greatly appreciated because honestly, Ignite is one of those stomping grounds for the Chicago FGC, NRS scene, and of course the anime scene out there, and everyone else just playing games in a common space in general. So thank you so much. Be sure to signal boost, spread the word, send it out there for Low Kick eSports. getting these games going on. Of course, we still have plenty more to come. Right after MK11 is Guilty Gear XR Rev 2. And on Seth's stream, Seth Mitchell's stream, will be Soul Calibur 6. And then, of course, later on in the day, we'll have Dragon Ball FighterZ and Tekken 7 to look forward to as well. So definitely don't go away here. We're going to take a few minutes here. Of course, definitely hang out and look forward to more of these games. I think that's roughly about it here. I've been Zero Syndicate on this stream here. So thank you very much for hanging out with me, Bacon Lord.
Yeah.
It's been a great pleasure hanging
Yeah,
out
it
with
was
you
fun
as well.
commentating with you. I don't get to commentate much. It's a fun experience.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm looking forward to more, and hopefully we catch everyone on the flip side for another fantabulous Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath bracket. But don't go away. Guilty Gear briefly after this.